Good day everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome back to Star Citizen. We're back in the verse today checking out another starship from the game. With me today, I actually have 3 starships. I have the Freelancer Variants, and these have only recently released in 3.4 I believe, or they've just come and been updated or something like that, but basically became available to me as a subscriber. So I thought I'd come and show you and check them out in a video, as it's quite cool to go over them, tell you a little bit about it, and talk more about it. Also, that ship just moved. Hopefully I'm not going to blow up any minute, because that could be quite scary. But anyway, let's chat more about freelancers. So we're going to be checking out the variant state and not the base model. I will have a separate video on the base freelancer model soon, but for today, we're just doing the variants. So basically, the MISC Freelancer is a primary long-range cargo hauler. It's designed for shipping major corporations' goods around the verse. However, its modularity and versatility, as well as its considerable firepower, have seen it fulfill a number of roles, including uses of smuggling ships and long-range explorers. One of those uses is highlighted here with my MISC Freelancer MIS. That ship is moving, that's a bit scary. And this is the gunship variant. So the Freelancer MIS is a limited edition militarized variant of the classic UEE mercantile ship. So apparently in the lore, due to an early payload instance, only a small number of these ships have ever been manufactured. This version sacrifices most of the cargo capacity to make way for missiles, and that is actually shown on the interior of the ship. In a minute, we'll jump in and actually have a play around inside the ship once it stops walking off over here, and I can show you the extra missile bays and how the design variation changes. Later on in the video, we'll take a look at the Freelancer MAX, which is a bigger cargo version, and the Freelancer DUR, or DUR, which is the exploration variant of the ship. So basically, the variants highlight the fact the Freelancer is such a versatile ship, in the fact it can do multiple things. Now I personally do like the base Freelancer, however for myself, I would be happy with a MISC Freelancer personally if I was just playing the game by myself. The reason for that is this is a heavier gunship variant, meaning if you're hauling cargo, you've got a bit more firepower to defend yourself. Saying that, the Freelancer MAX variant is really good if you've got a couple of buddies acting as wingmen. One of the things we quite frequently do in Star Citizen is we do drug runs to from Grim Hex and back down to Yella, which is, I forgot the name of the facility now. You guys will remind me in the comments what the facility is called, but I've completely forgotten. But basically, having wingmen protect your carriers who are carrying all the cargo back is a great way, and then you can share the profits later on by setting up beacons and such. It's a great idea if you're moving and working together in an organization, and it's something we currently do a lot in the game. So if you're looking for an organization like that, it's a good time for me to advertise. The RWI organization is currently looking for players from Star Citizen. If you want to come join us, get involved in some of my videos and live streams, then come join RWI today. There will be a link down below in the description. On that note, if you're also thinking of getting into Star Citizen and want a little helping hand, use my referral code down below. It'll basically give you 5,000 credits in-game to when you sign up and buy a game package. Now typically one of these ships, the base Freelancer, will cost you 110 United States dollars. I can't remember the quick conversion in my head in GBP, but that is basically 90 to 100 I believe. In pounds, so basically that's, you obviously transfer it into your own currency and stuff like that is the best thing I can advise. Do excuse the clipping of my gun in the top right corner, it will not de-equip for some reason. You're probably thinking, Jack, why aren't you doing this in your hangar? Well, for some reason my hangar is currently bugged in 3.4, so I've had to come land near Levisky, which is where we are today, and actually do this. So yeah, this is what we're doing. Anyway, let's take a look inside the Freelancer, then I'll highlight some of the exterior. So here we go, we can board a ramp here. Now we can also seal the ramp by, is it this control console? No, it's somewhere around here. No, I thought these consoles worked. Apparently we don't. We can seal the ramp by doing that. Ta-da! And there you go. The door closes and our landing gears have just jumped down a bit. Alright, now we're in here on our own. I'm just going to turn on the torch so you can see a little bit more when I'm highlighting details. But this is your idea of the atmospheric lighting here on the actual ship. Excuse that glitch there. And you can see the lighting on it is very nice. Now, so we do have a turret up here, which I believe we can get in. There you go. So this is your top turret for the Freelancer MIS. Now, I'm not sure, but I believe there might be some different guns on this version here, because this is the heavier gunship model. And here we go, we can take control, and I think we can just go down here and power on. There we go. It reminds me of the Constellation turrets, to be honest, but they're pretty straightforward. I can't fire as I'm currently in an armless zone, just so nobody comes and blows me up. But you can see there, pretty straightforward turret. It's quite nice, you can see it moving around on the back. Hello. There you go, it looks quite good. Nice, and obviously you got your basic switch gyro mode as well if you do need it. But for the moment, it's pretty straightforward and cool. So as you can probably guess, all these freelancers are currently flight ready, so you can pick them up and buy them and play with them in the game right now. One of my friends, Finn, who's also the manager of the Star Citizen organization which we manage, actually has a Freelancer himself and plays with it quite a lot. That is his main ship, whereas the Constellation's kind of mine. So it's nice to have the variety in there. Anyway, let's progress through into here. Now this is the first visible change you'll see from the other Freelancer variants. Particularly, usually the cargo space goes all the way up to that door there, but instead in here we have a missile rack. So this is the idea of a Freelancer MIS variant. Basically, MIS stands for missile, I'm guessing, that's my quick guess. Basically, it allows or depletes the cargo space in turn for more missile space. You can see it all docked up here on how the designs change, and it is quite cool. I love the way they've done this because everything like looks very different, which is quite nice. It'd be nice to have more interactable control panels at a later date. But you can see here, missiles are stored and they're kind of on like a conveyor belt going up. So, you know, it's quite good. Bit of atmospheric detail here, and obviously it looks very nice at the same time. Anyway, progressing forward into this section, we do have another sort of cargo area and another docking area up there. We'll close that for the minute, but if you were like, this is kind of the airlock hatch, so if you're doing like some space missions, you could use that to quickly dock in or drop cargo in. Anyway, let's move into the crew area. So here we go, this is our crew area. We've also got the bunk beds for all 4 crew members and stuff like that. Also the door out here, should you want to step out the side. Quite cool and straightforward. We'll close that door again. And also you've got the ladder on the side there. More sort of inventory things here. I believe these are gun racks, actually. These gun racks? No, this is a bathroom. Okay. I thought these were gun racks for the minute. That's a coffee machine. No, okay. I was wishing it was gun racks, to be honest. It makes sense there's none on here. I wish more ships would have armories or something like that. It could be quite cool. Anyway, here we go. This is the bridge of the Freelancer MIS. Obviously, it's very similar to other Freelancers. One thing you'll notice throughout most of this video is they are very similar, as they're only variants of the main class. So I'll be doing a separate video on the main class and talking more about its statistics later on. So we go, all 4 seats up here. You've got your pilot on the left, your co-pilot on the right, then you've got additional co-pilots back here. And the Freelancer really works as a multi-crew ship. If you and your friends are looking to get into Star Citizen, maybe pull your money together and get one of you to buy a Freelancer, because I think you could really have a lot of fun with it. For starters, you can have a pilot, a co-pilot, you've got the gunners as well. It's quite cool. So there we go. So I'm just going to show you the ladder animation over here in a minute, as I believe some of you would like to see that. If we just hop out the door and bang, there you go, we'll exit the ship. And you can sort of just use this hatch as another sort of landing thing. It saves opening the door all the time. Say if you've got precious cargo on board, maybe you don't want to keep opening the cargo door just in case you miss it all. Now this ship obviously has more weapons, as you can see over here. We've got a lot bigger guns on the side here. Some very impressive gimbaled Gatling guns here. And they are on both sides, which is quite cool. Now no additional weapons on the front here, but you do have these sort of like snub things sticking out, which is quite cool. And then sort of like more armor stuff going on the side here. So the ship is very detailed. The variants do have a different look to each other, which is quite cool. And also we've got a missile base up on top there. And we also do have the additional missiles here as well, which is quite cool to see. Now, I've not personally tested this one in battle yet. However, I am told it performs very well if you're doing it as a multi-crew scenario as well. So if you've also got someone in the turret and someone in the co-pilot, so ideally 3 players, ignore the interior of the ship, then you're going to do kind of well in this. I just want to hop into the seat a minute and show you the top of the ship so we can see those missile bays in greater detail, and then we'll go check out another variant. Alright, so if we look up here, we can see the missile bays just on the top there. A bit dark there, but I'll point them out in the video. You can see them just in the midsection, so just up from the turret, over the ramp, and you can see the missiles there. That's where they load into. It's quite cool. Anyway, let's go change to a different Freelancer variant, and I will be able to show you off. I think we'll do the Freelancer DUR, which is the exploration variant. So let's go check that out. I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, so as we can see in front of us, this is a Freelancer DUR. Now this is the exploration variant of the Freelancer model, and as you can see, it does have some base differences here. I'm doing some hang on a minute, so don't mind me. You can see, for starters, it's got some extra fuel tanks on the side, and the paint scheme has been changed. Also, there's some sort of like sensor probe up the front here, kind of like an antenna dish. I expect that's meant to sort of like probe what's out and about there to be quite cool. Rocking the same sort of aesthetic around the side as the MIS version, but it is quite cool, especially on these engine pods here. Let's just take a look over here a minute and I'll show you what I mean. Obviously we've got reduced missile space as well, but look here, additional thrusters, very nice. As I was saying there, you've got additional booster tanks of fuel stored on the side here, so the ship can really go that extra mile when it is out there and exploring. The Freelancer DUR basically exchanges its cargo space for an enhanced jump drive, a more advanced scanner, and an expanded fuel tank, i.e. what you can see on the side here. It may seem like a bad call to some, the lore kind of says, but it's those who value discovery over profit will find this as a ship of their choice, so I guess they are correct in that state. The thrusters also look slightly different there on the side. Now the ship still packs a punch. You've got the turret on the top here, and you've also got the missiles still docked here on the side, which is quite cool. Anyway, let's open the ramp and have a look in a minute. This game's still glitching quite badly at the minute. Also, we've got the turret up here. I think this is exactly the same, but let's hop in, take a look anyway. As you can see, you still got a basic cargo space down here as well. Now, I believe the ship can still carry cargo as well, so if you're out there exploring things, this is going to be a cool variant for you. I can't really wait till there's like more exploration chances in Star Citizen, to be honest. Again, the turret is kind of just the same. I expect statistic-wise it does contain some weaker guns, but I'm not too sure on that. We'd have to check the statistics page. I'll leave a few links down below to where you can go and check out the exact specifics of each ship. I do not have them to hand, unfortunately. Please do ignore the graphical glitches, by the way. I think it is just a bug in the game. That is actually creepy out there. Oh, right. Okay, and here we go. Let's explore the rest of the ship. So you've got your base cargo sort of area down here to store more cargo in, which does make sense. And then you've got this area in here, budding. This is the enhanced jump drive, I believe, and fuel tanks. It does make more sense. Yeah, I'm guessing that must be the enhanced either fuel tank or jump drive. It looks quite cool regardless, whatever it is. Obviously here we have more cargo and the airlock space as usual. Pretty straightforward and simple. The crew area is kind of the same. You've got your bathroom in here and you've got your coffee machine in here. Same cups again. Side entrance, where we left it. Then you've got another screen over here. The bunk beds again, pretty straightforward and simple. And bang, the bridge is exactly how we left it. Again, there isn't many major different changes between the variants. They kind of have their unique little quirky bits which kind of make the ship out to seem kind of straightforward. Anyway, this is it for this variant. I will just hop in the seat a minute so we can actually get a tour in here. And I can show you the third person mode of it. There you go, we'll hop in. And bang. So this is what it looks like from the exterior. I am a fan of the paint job here. That sort of very rustic but exploration feel to it is really nice. Personally, this is a ship I would fly. And I would love to fly it out there. You can see on the top there some sort of details. We've also got an expanded sensor thing over there. You can see on the top just above the bridge. It's got sort of like a sensor dish going on, which is quite cool, similar to what you'd find on the Constellation Aquila. The turrets on the side are also a reduced variant compared to the MIS variant we checked out a minute ago. Makes sense. And then also you've got some sort of roll cage on the side there, which looks kind of cool. I like that. And obviously the turret at the back there, kind of quite nice, and the booster tanks on the side. Very cool. So let me know what you think of a Freelancer DUR down below in the comments section. Right now, we're going to jump in and check out the Freelancer MAX, as that's our next ship on the list. And here in front of us, we have the MISC Freelancer MAX. And as you can see, this is quite a chunky variant of the Freelancer. And it makes sense. Max being the name, it's kind of like maximum capacity in a way. It's quite cool, that's all I'm going to say. So the Freelancer MAX is in a variant with an additional cargo capacity at the expense of weapons. So if you're flying this one, like I said earlier, you're going to want a couple of wingmen watching your back if you're transporting large portions of cargo. Similar to what we do in the organisation, we have 2 of these and we take them around quite a lot to pick up cargo, but at the same time we have a couple of ships protecting them just in case any players want to come and try and ruin our day. It's quite a straightforward strategy. I've now told you all, so you know exactly what I'm doing. That's probably a bad part on my end. Anyway, let's get more into it. So basically, this ship is ideal for transfer of equipment or raw materials. And you can see here, one of my favourite bits about this Freelancer MAX is the paint scheme on it. It looks really nice. I just love it. I mean, look here. The engine pod bits are really expanded out here. And it's almost like made to carry that extra weight in a way. And looks super beefy. And you see here, 2 thrusters on each side this time. This thing is made to carry. You can see even the back door is larger than it previously was. I really like this variant, and I'm hoping a few more people in my organisation do pick this one up, as doing cargo runs of this one is quite cool. I really wish this glitch would fix itself. Whoops. Apparently can't get on board now. Well, hey, there we go. As you can see here, the cargo capacity of this bit is expanded massively. Same tote on the top. I won't bother showing you that one again, as it's pretty straightforward. But look at this here. I think of the amount of cargo we could store on this one. I don't have the exact numbers to hand, but I'll chuck them on screen if I do get the chance, and wow, this ship is amazing. Just think of how much stuff it could store. If you're doing equipment transports or raw material transports, you are going to be able to store a ton of stuff on this and make yourself quite a lot of money. Again, it's something we like to do in an organisation, so maybe I can give you some ideas of what you can do in the verse. Alright, let's check out the rest of the ship. We've got the other area around here, which is basically your airlock section, identical to the other Freelancers. I was about to call it a Constellation. Crew area, kind of the same again, straightforward. Then obviously you got the bridge leading up here, again, rather the same. We'll sit in a seat a minute so we can get a top-down view of the ship. There we go. And bang, look at the size of this ship. It really does remind me of one of those iconic sci-fi ships. I can't quite put the name to it, but maybe you guys can kind of understand what I'm going for here. And yeah, it definitely does look rather unique. It's quite cool. I like it. I'd love to see more of these flying around. So, let me know what you think of the Freelancer MAX down below in the comments section. It's certainly a unique ship and built for a specific purpose. So yeah, it's interesting. I like the idea of it, carrying more cargo. If you're an organization doing cargo missions like that, you're definitely going to want a Freelancer MAX in that at some point, as it can carry a ton of stuff. But yes guys, this wraps up my video on the Freelancer variants today. Hopefully I've given you a good information and an overlook of the Freelancer ships. As usual, some feedback would be greatly appreciated in the comment section. I am trying to improve my Star Citizen videos at the minute, but given the fact I am still learning the game and the certain complex features behind the game, it will take me a while, so any constructive feedback you can offer in the comments is more than welcomed. On that note, if you are thinking of getting Star Citizen, make sure you to use my referral code via the description. It'll help me out and it'll get you 5,000 in-game credits, which you can use to buy a gun or some gold Under Armour like I have. You know, show off you've bought the game, it'd be really expensive. Also, don't forget, you can also join our Star Citizen organization. This is Redwood Industries. We are specialised in doing a variety of tasks with light roleplay at the same time. And the best thing is, if you join, there's a chance to be in my videos and streams, as I like to work with the organisation players when we're actually streaming and playing games. We're getting it more set up and we're building it with you guys in mind. So if you do want to come and join, or want to ask any questions beforehand, ask them in the comments, or join the Discord server to where you can ask them there in our Star Citizen channel. Again, if you want to chat about Star Citizen, come join the Discord. It'd be a pleasure to chat with you about the game, as it is really quite fun. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos on Star Citizen very soon. It's really nice doing these, so yeah, I hope to be back very soon. This is the Freelancer Variants. Let me know what you think of them down below in the comments. In the meantime, I've been Captain Jack. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.